Okay, we will start. Whew, it's been a minute since I did this. Are you looking to invest your money into something that's going to give you a better return? Now, I'm here today to talk about things to know before you invest. Now, these things that I'm going to be telling you about are actually real questions that you should be asking yourself. And if any of these questions are answered no, then I suggest you take a step back before you put your money anywhere. I think that it's really important for you guys to understand that putting your money somewhere where you feel like you want to get a return on is really important right now, especially with everything that's going on in the economy. Either you are able to or you're not able to. So with these tips that I'm gonna give you, you can answer yes or no. If you answer no, I suggest you take a step back, look back on your financial plans, and then go ahead and figure out a better decision for yourself. I can only tell you tips, and then you can kind of take what I say and implement it into your investments. The first thing that you need to know before you invest any of your money is, are you ready? Sit with yourself and really ask yourself, am I ready to be able to invest money and time into this certain thing that I want to put my money into? If you feel like your answer is going to be no, first of all, it's okay if your answer is no, because sometimes not everybody is able to be ready at the moment, but at least you're self-aware that you're not ready and you didn't just jump full-fledged and then end up in a hole, because that's not what I would want you to do. I would want you to sit back and look at all your financials, sit and write stuff down. Do it old school. Get a pen, get a paper, sit down and actually really get yourself on a financial plan. Make sure you're able to have a little bit of play money. If you are not ready right now, maybe you should really think about a savings plan. A savings plan where you feel like this savings account that you're going to have is going to be just for investments, which is totally fine. You can definitely do that. You don't have to invest thousands and thousands of dollars from the get-go. You actually could do it as little as like $100 just to like get your feet wet, you know, just to like get a feel for what everything is going to feel like when you first invest. If you are somebody that has a lot of debt, I really don't suggest investing right now. I suggest that you take the time to really focus on your debts, and then once your debts are gone and paid off and disappeared, then you're able to save money. And when you're able to save money, take that savings and put them into an investment, whether it's an investment of a rental property, stocks, a business that you want to open. Like I'm telling you guys, it's really easy to get yourself out of a hole if you guys sit and make a financial plan for yourself. So pay your debts off first, and if you don't have emergency money, that's where I want you to start. Once you are debt free and you started a savings account with a little bit of cash flow inside of there, then I suggest to sit back down and ask yourself, am I ready to invest? The second thing that you're gonna need to know before you invest in anything is to have a strategy and then execute the strategy. Don't just have a strategy and never look back at it. I want you to have this strategy and be able to always use it as a blueprint. I want you to execute it as much as possible. I want you to take the time to do your research, to really study on where you want to invest in. Is it gonna be real estate? Is it gonna be stocks? Is it gonna be like a buying and selling business? Figure out what you want to put your money into. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a plan, you can't just be throwing your money everywhere. It's not gonna work out like that, and you're probably not gonna get a return on your money the way you want to. Without a plan, without a strategy, without execution, none of this is going to work. You really have to sit down, take it back like you're in school, take it back to where you gotta sit down at a desk and really focus on what it is that you wanna do and where you wanna put your money. Figure out which branch is best for you. Now, there's no right one, there's no wrong one. It's basically just going to be based on how much money you're going to be putting in these investments. You need hundreds and thousands of dollars for real estate. You can't just go ahead and be like, hey, I'm gonna go take out this $100,000 loan and try and get a rental property. It's not gonna work like that. Don't put yourself in a hole from the get-go. Try your best to have this money sitting there waiting to be invested. That way you're relaxed, you know you'll get your return faster, and you know that you'll have a safe area to always fall back on. Once you do your research and you really sat down and took the time to figure out what plan is best for you and what these plans are going to be, and you are happy with it, don't just sit there and let these days pass you by. I really want you to feel like you need to execute these plans as soon as possible. It's better for you and you'll end up being happier and more productive. The third thing you need to know before you invest your money, you really need to understand that when you are doing anything to do with investments or investing, you are taking a risk. That's literally what investing is. If you are afraid of risk, I do not recommend investing. And if you're someone with a lot of anxiety, I really don't feel like this is gonna be fit for you. You really have to be able to be mentally strong and mentally aware that when you are trying to put your money somewhere in some kind of investment, you're taking a risk. You're gonna cause a lot of stress to yourself and you're gonna cause a lot of pain, and that's not what investing is supposed to be like. Yes, it's supposed to be a little bit hard. Yes, it's supposed to be a little bit of work. But when I say stress, I mean like if you're not able to go to sleep at night knowing where your money is going, where it's coming, where it's gonna be, you are not somebody that is able to invest. I really don't recommend it for you. It's going to be nothing but a headache, and honestly, I'm not trying to put anybody through that. Risk is scary, I get it, but when you really think about it, we actually technically live in the unknown. Nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what's gonna happen throughout the day. So really, every day is you taking a risk. Try your best to always keep that in the back of your mind, and to know that as long as you have a really good strategy and a really good plan, you're able to execute it and able to take this little risk. The last thing to know before you invest any of your money is really important, and I want everybody's ears to be open. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to really pay attention, because I know some of you are doing this. I have people in my life that are actually doing this, and I do not want to see them do this anymore. So open your ears and open your eyes and open your mind. Stop pretending to look rich when you're not. Oh, she said it. Yep, you heard me. And I know everybody does this now. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't care what kind of clothes you wear. I don't care about your jewelry. Do you want to know what I do care? I care about where you're investing your money. Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have savings? Are you going to be okay when you're ready for retirement? I don't care about all this other stuff that everybody's trying to flex on Instagram all the time. Nobody cares. So stop trying to do it. You're just putting yourself in a hole. I know I offended you when I said that, and I'm sorry if you feel offended. If you are someone who's living out of their means, you need to take a step back and look at all your financials. You need to understand that you are impressing nobody. Now, at the same time, for those of you who actually do have this little bit of money to throw around for cars, jewelry, and clothes, I'm proud of you. Good. That's great. But I'm talking to the ones that pretend to look a certain way because they want to be a certain way, because for whatever reason, nowadays I feel like social media is such a bad influence, and it's making people actually be in debt. Nobody cares where you go on these luxury vacations if you can't afford it. If you're coming back home and you just put yourself in debt because of that vacation, you lost. That's your loss. That your neighbor's not gonna be in loss. You're gonna be in loss. So your neighbor that doesn't care about where you went and what you did and who you're with, they don't care. That's on you. And you gotta go to sleep at night knowing that you have this chunk of debt. Why do you want that? Nobody wants that. So stop trying to flex on Instagram. These girls don't care at the end of the day. Like nowadays, these 12-year-olds want like Gucci and Louis, and I'm like, I'm 30 and I'm just touching on Gucci, and like, you need to understand something. There's a lot of people that think if they flex a certain way, they're gonna attract certain people. Well, let me tell you something. If you are trying to look rich, but you're not rich, you're gonna attract the wrong people. Especially guys. I'm gonna talk to the for once on my channel, I'm gonna talk to the males, because I find a lot of males want to look a certain way to make certain girls come closer to them. Does that make sense? Just know that when you're pretending like you are dressed with this fake Gucci, or you actually bought real Gucci, but now you're like in, I don't know, it's like a $600 t-shirt that says Gucci on it. You're in $600 of debt for what? For somebody to double tap your picture? You think that girl is really gonna want you because you have that t-shirt? And if she does want you because of that t-shirt, just understand, like I said before, understand what kind of people you're going to be asking for attention. Why do you want that? For real, do you? Or would you rather invest that $600 that you spent on that stupid shirt that says Gucci? Like, I will print that for you in marker. Like, I don't understand. It's not a big deal. Don't go and put yourself in holes where you can't get out of. It's not healthy mentally, financially. You're just gonna set yourself up for failure. And that's not my message for you guys. I'm actually trying to help you guys put your money where I feel like it's going to grow. I really want you guys to understand that this is where I'm taking my channel. If you are ready to come along for the ride, I really want you guys to take the time to subscribe and like and leave a comment down below. I want you guys to understand that these tiny little things that I'm telling you to do will make a very big difference. I really hope you guys take something out of this video. I know it's kind of different, bear with me. I'm truly trying to get into this lane that I want to get for everybody and help you guys grow and help you guys build your credit, which is going to be my next video. So if you want to see that video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and comment and let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and that's about it. And because I didn't say this in my last video, and because I still do want it to be a thing, I want you to be you, boo, no matter what.